Anyway, Android will beat iPhone. Why? Because it's open source development, which is SDK. Way better than iPhone. Why? Because open source, you can create anything for the not for the iPhone, but for the Android, like the G1, G2, or Droid, which is the G1, and then the G2, My Touch, and then the Motorola Droid. Why it's better is because it's fully customizable, and with iPhone, you don't get to do anything. So there is basically, yes, iPhone does have App Store, but so does Android, and Android's App Store is getting bigger just as iPhone's App Store. Though you got third-party developers who make apps for iPhone and Android, and then you have the branded, which is like Apple and Android itself. But Android, you can make apps which customizes the system, not just apps that are just programs. And apps that can customize the system are way better than just regular apps, such as time apps and regular apps and different, like Twitter, MySpace, Facebook, and different other types of applications and such. So, why is this way better? Because I can make this home screen look way better than iPhone's home screen. And if I wanted to, I can put iPhone's home screen onto this same phone. It even has different types of things like, well, kind of hard to explain right now, but yeah, this is basically the Android market. Over 10,000 apps. It's kind of more better than iPhones, because iPhones, you basically have to, a lot of them you have to pay for. They don't really have many free apps like Android does. And also, just the software itself, Android software is way better, because it has, what makes it best is it has a notification panel like this right here. I can be doing something else, surfing the web, and get a text message and don't have to worry about it popping up on the screen or messing up anything else that I'm doing. It will show up at the top, and whenever I want to read it, I can read it whenever I want to. So since I can do that, basically, that just kills the iPhone. That's major multitasking, other than just one part like the iPhone. So it's just way better. The internet, it's kind of like iPhone Safari internet, but I can always download Opera Mini and get just about the same as I can on the iPhones, which is just like the Safari browser, multi-touch and everything. Right now I'm using the G1, but I'm sure the Motorola Droid and the G2 is way better than the G1 console. Now, you were talking about the market. The market is just, Android is the only one that can actually compete with iPhone. All the other touchscreen devices fail horribly because they're not open source. They don't provide an app store. You have to go with what they have, and then the hardware they're using for the touchscreen enabled devices, it's more like a membrane instead of a free roam touchscreen. It's more like the touchscreen is only made for that software, and that's about it. It's like only certain places you can tap, which is why they have you align the screen and such. That's why they fail horribly. It's not more of a free roam like Android or Apple is. It's like here, it's just free roam. I don't have to press hard into it and make it. I can just tap it once and it goes to it. See? Now, I'm not gonna be just like, what you call that? Just upholding the Android, because Apple does have some good stuff, which is why I have an Apple Touch, but I'd rather have the Android phone and then the Apple Touch if I want both features. Which is why do have both of them now. I won't lie. iPhones, I touch the screen iPhone. It's more comfortable to feel. It feels like a real touch screen. But if you're talking about software type, I'd rather have a better software than a comfortable touchscreen. Because if I have a weird software with a good touchscreen, then that just beats the ideal of having a touchscreen phone. But the reason that Android is nice is because we can actually get updates to make the phone better. We can actually edit this software here. As an open source development, we can actually edit the entire software, not just apps, not just making apps for it. I can update the Android OS and be totally legal with it. Apple, no, you're stuck with you're stuck with their interface. You're stuck with this. You're stuck. You can't even get a wallpaper. Only wallpaper you get is on the lock screen. It's the only one I can get. The only one I can get. It's the only thing. Okay, this right here is cool. It's cool and all, but if I want a lock screen, I kind of like the Androids. You know, move the pattern to unlock. Yeah, that's kind of better. Second thing why Android is better than Apple. I can at least get an SD card. I can have I have removable media. I know everybody likes removable media. Take pictures on this little thing, videos, everything that I want. I'm not stuck to just their domain. You know, I can do whatever I want with this. All my media is on here. My phone breaks, I'll have all my media backed up. I don't need a computer. I don't. My computer should be this. Not needing a computer and the phone. Just this. Next thing is this battery dies here. You send the whole thing in and you're waiting at least a week to get a new one. This here, I can just take this to the nearest store, T-Mobile, and get a new battery. I'm not limited with just a battery that's sealed inside of that thing. I can take off the back. Even though it says a G1, it's not the Droid. We're talking about the OS here. And basically just the hardware functionalities with the iPhone. So, yeah, tell me, how long did it take Apple to get a good phone? When it first came out, SMS, was it video recording, everything like that, they couldn't do, and they had to make an entire new phone just to get those features. They couldn't give out an update from their large app store to do that. No. Android, the G1 for example, we couldn't get an on-screen keyboard at first. We couldn't get video recording. We had one update for it, which was free, and it fixed everything. Android is coming up, and iPhone has basically met its match. Only thing that iPhone has over G1 is just the MP3 player, the media store, the music, which is why I have an iPod Touch, and that's why I don't use my G1. So that's about it, which is why the Android OS is the killer of iPhone. That's it.